This is going to be the first part of our quiz 1 for automation 4. The first question states about LM35. LM35 is defined as a temperature sensors whose output is voltage, but it depends on the increment in Celsius degrees. So as we can see here, we have 10 millivolts per degree Celsius. Considering our highest value that we can have for our LM35 is 1500, so we can calculate for the offset of it. So 1500 divided by 10. So this would be our offset. So going to our decimal to hexadecimal converter, we can change 1500 into hex number, which is 96. Going to our system, using a scale 3, which converts BCD to semi-binary scaling, we can put our offset as 96, our highest x value, or our range for our x value to be 1500, our range for our y-axis to be 1770, the max for y and also the minimum for y. So running the system, we could observe here that as we put a certain amount of voltage or our desired output voltage, it would tell to the system, this is our voltage, this is the amount of voltage that we need. So at 1500 volt, if our needed voltage is 1500, it's gonna tell the system it should give out the max amount. So let's say we just want 1000, enter. This would be the 1000 value for the system. Now, before starting off the next part, I would like to close and save it first, same as here, so that the system won't, both of them won't actually fight for the same data memory. So save here as well, same as here, saving project, close it, close, minimize, and go to the next part, part 2. So part 2, we are given a range of 0 to 150 for our temperature. So considering this as our setup, this to be our minimum, same as here, our minimum for x and y, 150 as for our x and 170 for our y. So at this system, we can use it. Considering we are using scale, scale uses hexadecimal to determine the BCD output for it. So as we wait for it, you can see as a transfer, here. So I have a 0 value, so it should be 0. This is our minimum input and this is our minimum output. So considering we need 170 degrees Celsius, enter. It should result to 150 BCD. So to change that as well, so that we can change this, if you want, to a decimal value of you want 150, you can change this part of the system, the source word, for the minimum of y. Not that. Program. Change this. Scale of 150. No. Scale 150. So saving first before we're executing. So by this standard or this parameter, we can put 150 for our value, and it's not gonna show that we need to convert to hex before anything else. Enter. Result is 150. Thank you.